This is Alexander Playtime Williams of PlayTimeCares.com. What's up, world? This is Alexander Playtime Williams of PlayTimeCares.com, giving you your full SmackDown recap for March 24th, 2016. This one was in Boston, Massachusetts. You had Byron Saxton, Mauro Ranallo, and Jerry the King Lawler, Hall of Famer, as your commentator. Started off with Charlotte with Ric Flair coming to the ring, and she's talked about she's gonna put an end to Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. You know, love affair at WrestleMania. Then they did a SmackDown recap of Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch attacking Charlotte when they was all in the ring last week. And since it's Boston and it's Sasha Banks is from Boston, of course the crowd was behind that Sasha Banks the entire match. And Sasha Banks started off on fire, and Charlotte was using a lot of smarts. She just kept rolling out of the ring anytime Sasha was getting any momentum. It eventually got to the point to where Sasha attacked Charlotte outside the ring, and Charlotte reversed it and made Sasha go into Becky Lynch, who was sitting at commentary. Well, Becky Lynch was upset, like, "Hey, why you hit me?" So Sasha pushed her, got back in the match, got hit by Charlotte because she went underneath that bottom rope, getting back in the ring. Played possum. Charlotte went to go do whatever move she was gonna do. Roll up pin, Sasha Banks win, crowd go crazy. They'd have probably rioted if she would have lost. Match was a 3 out of 5. It was an average match, but they had a lot of high points to it. Becky Lynch comes in the ring. She attacks Sasha Banks, give her that little short, suplex, and then she does the same thing to Charlotte, leaves, and then Charlotte is down. Sasha Banks recovered, so when Charlotte gets up, Sasha Banks put her in the bank statement, and of course the Boston crowd was happy. Next thing they did, the New Day was in the background. They had a white guy, twerk, and then they put a rim up and they dunked on it. And then the New Day came to the ring, said the League of Nations is garbage, they're the League of Booties, and they was gonna beat them at WrestleMania. Your normal trash talking. Second match is Sheamus with Rusev and King Barrett versus Kofi Kingston with, of course, his boys, the New Day. Back and forth action. Um, Rusev interfered in the match because Kofi's about to win it. He put Sheamus' leg on the rope, caused both of the New Day members to go after Rusev. That freed up King Barrett to interfere, and Sheamus, when Kofi Kingston went to deal with King Barrett, got distracted, turned around, broke kick to the face. Sheamus wins that one, get a pin victory. That match was a 3 out of 5, so SmackDown started off on fire. Third match, you had the Usos versus the Ascension. Usos just straight up dominated them. Did that super kick in stereo, to both members, and that was pretty much it. The match was a 2 out of 5, just average match. You saw the Dudley Boys looking on the monitor at their match. The Usos decided to take 2 tables out, put each members of the Ascension on the table, dive off of the top rope, and crash through them. Of course, the crowd went crazy because it got table action. And then they pan back to the Dudley Boys. They're shaking their hands and whatever. The Dudley Boys are interviewed about what they just saw, and Devon and Bubba was like, "Look, we don't need tables to cement our legacy. We came here to just beat up people and add to our legacy, and we're gonna do that with the Usos at WrestleMania. We just gonna, it's like, it don't matter what Samoan it is. If it was, he started naming all of the people, and he named the Wild Samoans, that tag team, which of course was Roman Reigns' dad and uncle. So Roman Reigns came up and said that he talked too much noise and that he wanted to fight him tonight. So that match is set. Then they did the montage of Shane McMahon and all the stuff he's done over the years, and what the WWE superstars thought of Shane actually having this match with The Undertaker. So your fourth match would actually be Dolph Ziggler and Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens and The Miz. And Kevin Owens was real funny. He was irritating the crowd and everything. He was taunting Sami Zayn, but every time Sami Zayn would get in, he would get out the match. He'll tag The Miz in. And that went on pretty much for a nice bit of the match until the Miz finally got tired of it and tagged him in. So Kevin Owens said, "Screw you," and he got down and got his Intercontinental title and started walking away. Miz got in the way, pushed him, and Sami Zayn attacked both of them. Then they started doing all of their matches and fighting. Pretty decent match, all in all. It was really decent until Kevin Owens got tired of it and walked away again. And then all of the people the other three people that's not involved with the Intercontinental Ladder match at WrestleMania, they came to the top of the ramp, and of course they got Kevin Owens in the ring. And the Miz actually ended up attacking him, put him in the Skull Crusher finale, but that left him vulnerable to Dolph Ziggler and Sami Zayn. So kick, kick to the face again. They lose the match, but then all of the people in the ladder match started attacking each other. Ended up with Kevin Owens doing a pop-up power bomb to Dolph Ziggler, and then Zack Ryder actually doing a Rough Rider on Kevin Owens, and was like, "Look, it's my time. I've been here long enough. I paid my dues. It's time for me to win at WrestleMania." So that was pretty cool. Um, then they did a Raw recap of the interaction between Stephanie McMahon and Roman Reigns, where Roman Reigns said he was gonna whoop her husband at WrestleMania, and Stephanie tried to smack him, and he blocked her hand. Then she gets picked up by Triple H, but Roman Reigns comes and attacks him. They just did that whole recap. Fifth match, you got Roman Reigns versus Bubba Dudley. More of an emotional display than an actual match. They both was outside, and Roman Reigns wouldn't stop busting Bubba Ray Dudley's head on the announcer's table, so they ended up disqualifying him. I think they should have actually did a double count out instead of disqualification, but hey, it is what it is. He just kept attacking Bubba until Devon runs from the back. Then he concentrated on attacking Devon. Then he went ahead and attacked Bubba again. Then he left. Match was a 2 out of 5. Too quick to be anything more. R-Truth approaches Goldust in the back and say, "Hey, we need to be tag team partners." Goldust was like, "Nah." He's like, "Hey, you keep coming out there saving me." He said, "I'm only doing it because I feel sorry for you." He's like, "Let me write this down in big letters for you so you can know what my answer is." So he writes "N-O" in gold paint on R-Truth's head, but R-Truth looks in the mirror and of course it's flipped. So it said "on," and R-Truth was like, "Oh shucks, it's on now." So now I'm gonna be we tag team partners. Of course, we got a good laugh from the crowd there. Then they switched over to Kalisto talking with Sin Cara and talking about, "Hey, look, we both have opportunities to walk out of WrestleMania champs. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's represent for the love guys, essentially." And Ryback walks up to Kalisto and tell him pretty much, "Look, man, I'll weigh you. I'm bigger. I'm stronger. I mean, I'm going to whoop you at WrestleMania." And, of course, Kalisto said, "Look, size don't matter. It's the heart and all that type of good stuff. We'll see you at WrestleMania." And they went to the sixth match, which was Tyler Breeze versus AJ Styles. That match was too quick. AJ Styles pretty much dominated that, kept giving them smashing forearms, catapulting himself off of that over the top rope and hitting them with them forearms. AJ Styles won that one. Match was 2 out of 5. Last thing they did was brought Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman to the ring, and Paul Heyman pretty much talked up his client Brock Lesnar. Keep in mind that Brock Lesnar was the person that ended the streak at WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans, and just laid out the fact that, look, just because you have people like Terry Funk and Mick Foley giving the weapons, Dean Ambrose have access to the weapons, but Brock Lesnar have access to the weapons too. So you need to know that. But I'm tired of talking. Brock Lesnar actually wants to fight you, Dean Ambrose, to come out here. Everybody gets excited, but the Bray Wyatt music hits, and the Wyatt family comes out, minus Luke Harper. If you go look online, you'll see in the dark match from Raw, Luke Harper actually got injured. So Luke Harper, I don't know how long he's going to be out, but he was on the ground rolling around holding his leg, so that didn't look good. So the Wyatt family surround the ring, and then Dean Ambrose music hit, and the crowd went nuts. Brock Lesnar started attacking all the Wyatt family. Even got Braun Strowman in the belly to back suplex. Dean Ambrose comes in attacking Brock Lesnar with the kendo stick, and Brock Lesnar clotheslined him clotheslined the Jesus out of him, broke the kendo stick over his leg, F5'd him. That was pretty much it. Hey, thanks for listening. Give me them thumbs up and thumbs down. Follow me, Playtime Cares, on everything. Hit the subscribe button. Tell all your people to subscribe. Playtime out.